Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate Santana. I am a wife and I am a mom of 3.5-year-old Olivia Joy and 1-year-old Eden Elizabeth. And today I'm going to be talking to you about a new chore system that I have come up with for Olivia. If you hear anything that you like throughout this video, or if it is helpful in any way, I would really appreciate if you would hit that like button and leave me a comment down below. Today I'm going to talk to you about a chore system for my 3.5-year-old that I just implemented. I cannot take full credit for this. I learned it from, or I got the idea from This Mama's House. I will link the specific video down below that I watched a few days ago to get this idea. I had been wanting to do a chore chart for a really long time, and I feel like God just plopped this video that I watched right in my lap, and I was like, yes, this is it. And so we have been doing it for about only 48 hours so far, but Olivia is loving it, and I feel like it's really gonna work for us, which is why I'm so anxious to just make this video and share it with you guys. So it's a clipboard system. This is Olivia's chore clipboard, and I used my laminator. I wasn't sure exactly what I was gonna do. I actually bought like poster board from the dollar store that I didn't end up using, so I'll use it for something else. But I just laminated a piece of computer paper that I drew on myself. I made little like icons, since Olivia can't read yet, to try to help her understand what the chores are, and it's actually worked really well, and she's only done it a few times. She already knows what they mean. If you have a lot of printer ink, which I don't, you could find little pictures online and make this even more friendly for someone who doesn't read yet. But essentially I have a morning chore list and an afternoon or an evening chore list. Olivia is mostly done with her morning list today, and so I'm gonna talk you through it, and then I will show you her evening list. So this is what it looks like. A lot of it is just basic stuff that is like a basic expectation with a few little extras in there. So morning list. The first thing she needs to do is clean up her breakfast, and you can see she's actually she checked all of these herself. I checked these too, but she's really liking doing the check mark, which is pretty cool. So cleaning up her breakfast after she eats is something she's capable of at 3.5. Obviously, if your kids are a little bit older, you might want to give them a little bit harder things to do. Make her bed, which is not something we normally expect her to do. I had to help her with it a little bit today, but she did a good job with it, and no complaints with any of this stuff. She's been very excited to check it off. Tidying her room. She tidies her room in the morning because you'll see one of her evening tasks is to tidy other places. I just don't think it makes sense to tidy in the morning and at night, because if she tidied her room at night, there wouldn't be anything to do in the morning, hopefully. So she does this in the morning. We call her regular clothes like her everyday clothes. It's just a silly name that we have for it, but you could say like, put your clothes on, whatever it is. So put your everyday clothes on, and I have a picture of a dress because she wants to wear a dress every day. And then put your PJs away. So fold them, put them on the bed, whatever. Brush your teeth. Say your prayers, which at this point I normally say the prayers with her, but we say them together. And then a chore stick, which she has chosen for today, but she hasn't done it yet, and I will explain that in a minute. And then, oh, this was starting to get like messed up, but I left a little blank one here because I knew I would probably forget something. You could even do a few more here. I want her to do her Mayo Munchie, which is supposed to help with her thumb sucking, but she hasn't done that yet, so she has to do that too. So let me talk to you about the chore sticks really quickly. So this is the chore stick that she chose today, and actually she wanted this chore. She didn't use the sticks the way that they're supposed to be used, which is fine. She can either choose the chore that she wants to do or choose randomly. So she wants to do the stain remover stick because she really likes putting that on her clothes before we put them in the wash. But this is my jar of chore sticks, and right now it's just a bunch of chores that I feel like she is capable of doing. and that could be done every day. So like wash the counters off with a washcloth. She can do that. Tidy the dining room. The dining room always needs tidying. So that's in there. Help prep her snacks for the day. A lot of times we make homemade gummies, and so she can help with that, or help to cut her apple, whatever we're gonna do there. Tidy the homeschool room. I just want to show you these really quickly. Clean off the doorknobs. Fold laundry. She's really good at folding towels, not as good at clothes, but she will help. And she's learning. Water the plants. Sorry, there's only a few more. Dust off shelves. Help with the dishes. Vacuum the family room. We do have a like cordless vacuum, and she can do it. Okay, I would need to help her a little bit. And then help prep dinner. So every day she's gonna pick one of these out. If it doesn't quite get done in the morning, I think it's fine, but she should choose it in the morning in case it is something that can get done in the morning. So she chose the stain remover, and we haven't put laundry in yet that was stained today, but at some point, probably soon, she will help me to put the stain stick on some laundry. So that is what her morning list looks like. And after it is done, it's really easy, as you can tell, to just wipe it off for the next day. And we will switch this out with her evening checklist. So let me go get that and show you guys the evening checklist. Okay, so this is her evening list. I put it in blue, so it's a little different than the purple in the morning. Doesn't really matter. Again, I hand wrote it and drew in these little icons, but you could do it on a computer if you have ink. We just never seem to have ink. So the first thing is similar to the morning, clean up your dinner. So she has to take her plates and everything over to the dishwasher. A zone tidy, which I'll explain soon. A daily chore, which I'll explain in a minute. Brush her teeth, pajamas on, clothes in her laundry basket, say her prayers. And then she told me last night that I forgot to write bedtime story on here. So bedtime story is on there as well, but there is space to add a few things if I forget them. So remember, in the morning, she has mostly just morning things and then a chore stick. A chore stick is just like a random chore for the day. And it could be one that I don't necessarily decide because it's random. She pulls it out. The daily chore and the zone tidy are things that I decide, usually as the day is going along, although I could decide it the day before if I wanted to. Zone tidy is a zone of the house that she needs to tidy up. That's not her room. Remember, she does her room in the morning. So yesterday, I had her clean up the kitchen counter because she was doing this experiment. She was cutting a bunch of paper and dipping it in water and then putting it on, like making a collage out of it. And it was really messy. So her zone was the kitchen counter, and she checked it off. She really loved it and didn't mind doing it at all. It could be anything from that day. So it could be like the dining room, the homeschool room. It could be outside, put your outside toys away, whatever. This is just a blank that I wipe off, which we're not going to do kitchen counter again today. And she cleans up at the end of the day. And then the daily chore, yesterday she watered all the plants for me. She actually did a lot of chores yesterday. She did the stain stick, she watered the plants, and she folded the laundry, but I just put one of them here. So this is one that I definitely want to get done, and is not just gonna be like the luck of the draw from the chore sticks. So I'm gonna pick a new chore for her to do today, which maybe she will help me with dinner. I think makes sense. It could even be like, we are probably gonna have asparagus for dinner because I have quite a lot in the fridge and there's probably more out in the garden. So she'll probably help me pull asparagus. So it could be anything. So that's the zone tidy and that's the daily chore. And this is, again, saved from last night, but I need to wipe it off. And once her chore, it's about lunchtime right now. I'm about to go eat my lunch. Once her chore stick is done from the morning and her Mayo Munchie, I will switch it over to her evening list. Although a lot of this stuff doesn't happen until later in the evening. She could, and zone tidy normally happens like after dinner, but her daily chore could happen soon-ish. So, I'm just gonna get this ready to go for the afternoon. I hope that this is helpful. This is just a regular old clipboard. It says Office Mate. I have no idea where I got it from. And I use just an Expo marker. I can link this stuff down below. It could be helpful to get a marker and like a string and attach it so it doesn't get lost. but I just like to stick it up here. And I do want to find a spot that has a like nail hole or some sort of hook so we could hang this on the wall in a place that she can easily grab it. But for right now, we've just been carrying it around, putting it on a table or a dresser nearby wherever we are so we can check and see what is happening on here. So I hope that this was helpful. Again, feel free to go ahead and check out this Mama's House. Her video is very similar, and I got this idea from her. She has older kids, so it might be interesting to see what they do. Thank you guys for being here, and don't forget to click that subscribe button to stick around for more videos, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.